bamming. I'm bamming the food. And everybody applauds. That was so bad. That stupid, smelly, fat guy. And greasy. He put his greasy face over the food. And you're like, oh, people are going to eat that. He had his greasy face over it. When he touched it. Oh, puke. Oh, I hated that guy. God, did I hate that fucking guy. Bam. Oh, God, I wanted to bam him. I just was hoping some killer would break in there someday, just bash him to death with a frying pan, a cast iron frying pan, just bam, just that would be a perfect psycho moment, man. That would be like Psycho 4 or 5, whatever number we're up to. Just have little what's his face come out of his prison, and just bam him over the head with a frying pan. Anthony Hopkins guy, right? No, Tony Perkins guy. Yeah, well, either one. Yeah, they could join forces. Okay, Anthony Perkins and Anthony Hopkins could join forces. You know, Silence of the Stuffed Birds or something. They could call it or something.
That'd be the best movie ever.
I have a question for edible napalm. Edible napalm. Has anyone sent you a image of Jesus hanging on the cross with a "Hang in there, baby" sign underneath it yet?
Yes, multiple.
Okay, good.
Well, thank you for that. Let's see if I can ask some irrelevant questions. Roundy Head Girl.
It's relevant.
Uh,
You
has
have it
somebody ever
today.
told you that your wallpaper in the third room from the left of your living room is just utterly fantastic?
No, I don't have a third room to the left, so I think you might be imagining things. Are you going senile in your old age, Amanda?
Could be. Oh, she's English. I love that. She has one of them little English 20 kind of accents. That's good stuff. Uh,
Hey,
it's like
Gary,
them little Asian chicks.
Gary,
They always say.
would you be opposed
Okay, go
to,
ahead.
would you be opposed to starting something similar to the station on YouTube, only having it consist of more noteworthy YouTubers?
You mean do YouTube over again? Yeah, yeah. Well, I got a channel, sort of. I'm working on it. Some kind of like really streamlined version. Just the basics. Like everybody would have to upload their file only in like FLV format, so they'd have to reformat them ahead of time and all that. Just little things like that where you could really save some bandwidth and all that shit. And so yeah, it's I'm working on it. But I've looked into even how much it would cost to run a Stickam, from your own website and all that kind of stuff too. Just because that would be a great. I think mixing these features would be a good idea too. It's like people could do videos for a week, and then you could all get together in a Stickam room and talk about the videos you made that week. That were to each other, and it might be a compliment to the whole thing. And I'd like to have a debate forum and all kinds of, But I gotta, lots of logistics. So for right now, I'm just doing the chaos thing, just because I got so many things I'm working on, and I just don't have any time, and my, my body's not cooperating.
I think you meant like have one channel that a bunch of people could post to.
Yeah, kind of like the whole station idea, only for, I guess, a better source of YouTubers.
Yeah, I think it's got to be confined. Everything's got to be narrowed, so it's got to be like really segregated rooms. Not segregated. It's probably the wrong word to use, but I mean like make the keywords really explicit. Like this is the subject, this is the free will room, or this is this, or this is this, or this. And try to keep it organized that way too, where it doesn't. Everything's so scattered on YouTube. There's shit all over the place. lot of the faults are my own too when it comes to YouTube. Is I never really used the keyword thing right. I never did the tags right and all that shit. But I mean, it's all that stuff is important when it comes down to it because there's so much content. I mean, I found somebody's video like a year later, and it's like shit. I didn't even know he made the video. And it's a year later, and it's no longer relevant. Yeah, well, whatever. The book is, it's a head game, really. The book, right? you know, it's getting shorter and shorter. The more I roll it around my head, the shorter the book gets. So I'm kind of thinking if I keep thinking about the book, then eventually it'll only be 10 pages long. So it'll be really easy to write. Because it's basically, what's the book? You are a dumb motherfucker. Life is not that fucking complicated, asshole. We, evolved from fucking chemistry. You want shit. And the way to get your shit is usually to fuck somebody else over and steal their shit. That's life. It sucks. Don't have kids, fucker. The end.
Sounds like a good book to me.
Lots of mumbling. I hear some more mumbling going on. Somebody mumbling at me? Yeah, go ahead. Try to insult me. See if I care. Mr. Vegetarian. I love that. Vegetarians are insulting me now. Like I don't have enough haters. Vegetarians now have to hate me. What the fuck is that shit? I actually did a video. It's on the Doom, Gloom, and Boom channel. I think that's what it's called. I just did a reply video to conference report on that whole book thing. And I basically said, well, look, you got your basic 6 books, you got your biology, chemistry, physics, human psychology. Okay, so there you got 5 books right there, and then the rest of them are all just going to be story books. Some sort of metaphorical, good conquers evil kind of books. But I mean, most all of literature is just basically the same human struggle, doing that underdog thing, and finding different metaphors for those underdog kind of stories. I mean, that's all life is. Oh, David triumphs over Goliath, and it's just a recomplication. Just tell it over and over and over again. So all you need is 1 or 2 great renditions of that, and you got enough. So for me, if you got the Dickens collection and the science books, you probably got all you need. Romeo and Juliet, of course. Throw that in.
I'd throw in Macbeth because that's better. He got what he wanted, and it was good for a while, but then shit fell really fast for him. And that's life, basically.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that in Dickens, I think. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna quibble over it. You could pick your 6. My argument is, though, is that you could probably find 6 or 7 books that tell all the stories you need to tell.
That should be your book. Just have a chapter dedicated to each subject.
Well, that's basically going to be the game. Just write it down, do it. That's all. It's just getting to the human psychology part. Be the part that'll take up the most time. You just got to get people to understand that to be able to do the introspection thing, to actually see the voices in their head talking back and forth. To see what goes on in their own brain. The wheels turning, the gears turning, because people don't realize it. And they think the gears are them, and they're just gears. They're just fucking gears. They're just a little selfish prick gear from when you're 10 years old, and there's this other little